Hey guys, Never Stop Dundee here today, and we now know that the next Zenkai LF unit is Super Vegito. We knew he was gonna get a Zenkai Awakening from the reveals and stuff that Legends did, but for it to come literally a week after the new banners dropped is kind of a surprise. I thought they would have waited a few weeks for the hype, but we are getting him, and as you can see, he's got a pretty interesting thing here. I mean, it's pretty much what we wanted and expected from his Zenkai. So he unlocks all uniques to get draw speed up, so he's getting more card draw speed. He recovers key and draw a card if you have 3 or less when entering battle. His attack and defense are boosted with Zenkai, so it's looking pretty promising. I'm looking forward to seeing how well this guy does. If he's anywhere near as good as like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then he is gonna be a very good contender for a top tier Zenkai. So if you take a look at him, he's not the worst. If you look at him at 7 stars, like these are his stats at 7 stars, like not the most impressive here, but this is like literally the minimum you need for you to be able to Zenkai him, and I've got to say it needs improvement. And honestly, if we take a look at his kit, what we'd like to see, like this main ability is pretty good. He gets card draw speed from here, plus 40% to damage inflicted. He gets health, he gets key, cancels enemy attribute upgrade. Like, there's not much else they can really do with this unless like they change this to 40% to damage inflicted for 30 timer counts, or maybe increase it to 40%. Maybe the card draw speed a bit longer as well. But honestly, this main ability is pretty good, pretty standard as well, so I wouldn't really see them doing too much with that. Plus 40% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts when this character enters the battlefield. I mean, that's already good. Maybe if they make this a permanent buff rather than just like for 20 timer counts, that'll be really good for him. He would be pretty darn crazy. And I mean, with all of these going on while this character is on the battlefield, him just getting plus 20% to strike damage after using the strike art, plus 20% to blast damage for blast art, special art card increases key recovery, and special move does more damage. I feel like if they increase this so it does last a bit longer, maybe that's really good. But honestly, this first ability, I've tweaked a few things and it's perfect. Like, this is a really good ability on its own. So with him getting his boosted attack and everything, he's gonna be pretty darn ridiculous. Okay, and this one, 30% to strike damage inflicted against regen. Maybe if they make that 30% to damage inflicted against regen and maybe powerful opponent, that'll be really good. He can knock back people with his strike cover chains, makes sense. Maybe if they make that so that he can cover, well, he can cover chains and then go into strike, blast, ultimate, special move, anything, then that would be pretty cool. But overall, if they just increase it like that, that's pretty good. And then there's plus 10% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts when enemy uses the art card. That's pretty good. Maybe increase it to 15% and that'll be exactly what you need. I could really see him needing a bit more defensive capabilities. Like, I've seen him, I think in my Legend Limited Edition video I did a month ago, he was taking a lot of damage, a lot more than I would like for LF unit to take. I mean, he is really old, but still, he would get like 2-shotted by some pretty mediocre units, so that wasn't good. So if the other 2 unique abilities he'll get from this Zenkai gives him the defense he needs, he can be a super solid unit. And in terms of what I think needs to be added in terms of the blue, like restores key by 30 upon activation, massive impact damage. I can't really ask for more, maybe 40 key or something like that, but honestly it's still really good. The green card is honestly super impressive as well, reduces damage received by 20%. Can't be stacked, but if they can make it so that it lasts like 20 timer counts, that'll be perfect. Plus 40% to own key recovery as well, increase that, and then nullifies own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, activates twice. That's really good, so I wouldn't really see them doing much there. The ultimate move deals massive slice damage. Maybe increase that to Supreme and that'll be ridiculous. That's pretty much all they need to do. If they increase it to Supreme and just leave everything as it is, then that's a ridiculous one. Plus 40% to ultimate damage as well. That'll make it one beast of a ultimate, so let's see what they do there. But in terms of the Zenkai ability, if we take a look at the tags at the top. He has Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Fusion Warrior, and I guess Majin Buu Saga. They won't do purple Majin Buu Saga. Like, there's not like, if we take a look at the purple Majin Buu units, like we got Super Buu, this free to get Buu, Great Saiyan Man. I guess Super Saiyan 3 Goku could get one, this Goten, but Zenkai buffing them like that is just not what you'd want. You'd rather have it so that this dude is buffing up purple Fusion Warrior, purple Saiyan, or purple Super Saiyan. Honestly, purple Super Saiyan or purple Fusion Warrior are the biggest ones for me. Mainly Fusion Warrior. I feel like it's a given he'll probably do purple Fusion Warrior because Super Saiyans are super impressive. Like, the Super Saiyan team is very strong. If you take a look at it, this dude just makes it so that any Super Saiyan is a god tier unit. And considering we just got this Super Saiyan Trunks, and we've got all these characters. Like, look at the roster for this. We got this LF Gohan, this LF Broly, LF Gohan, this Super Saiyan Goku who's really good. He just got a Zenkai recently. Like, Ultra Goku. There's so many Super Saiyans that with this Bardock, and maybe if this Super Vegito got a Zenkai and buff them, would just make it a ridiculous team. So I don't know whether they'll want to do that, but if they do, I wouldn't be surprised at it being just a ridiculous team. But the main thing I think this Super Vegito is gonna buff is purple Fusion Warriors. Like, this Super Saiyan Blue Vegito will be able to get buffed. Super Gotenks, I guess, could get buffed, but he kind of needs the Zenkai at this point, so I wouldn't really see him. Fusion Zamasu is a very interesting take. Like, with him having a Zenkai as well, if he gets another Zenkai buff, he'll probably do some ridiculous damage, and overall, a lot of things are needed for the Fusion Warrior, especially in purple. Like, don't get me wrong, this Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, and the Fusion Zamasu are very good options for it, especially Fusion Zamasu. I'd say Fusion Zamasu is probably, if you have him at Zenkai 7, 1400%, he's the main purple unit you want for your Fusion Warrior team. But depending on how this guy is, he can easily like take over this dude or just be as good as him. So hopefully we see quite a lot from him. And other than that, I don't really want them to buff purple Saiyans, because if we take a look, purple Saiyans have got so much. We got these two that can Zenkai buff them, I think. Yeah, those are the main two for purple Saiyans, and then I think there's some more that you can just do that makes it ridiculous. So I don't really want them to do that, because it's just not really necessary, and Saiyans don't really need it. But if they do, it'll be kind of crazy, because then you could have these two Zenkai buffing him, you could have just a ton of things going on, and this dude will just be pretty ridiculous overall. So I am looking forward to seeing how well this dude will do. Like, he's a really good unit you could use on a lot of teams as well, mainly because if you have him at 14 stars, he has this ridiculous ability right here where he gets plus 12% to his max, well, to everyone on his team's max base health, on top of like strike, attack, and defense. So that alone just makes it so that if you have him on a leader slot and you put him in like, I don't know, God Key team with the new Goku and Vegito or something, it'll just be ridiculous. But overall, I feel like purple Fusion Warrior, this dude will most likely buff. He'll get some more defenses, do a ton of damage, get cardinal speed, and just look absolutely ridiculous. So I am very much looking forward to seeing how well this dude will do. Looking forward to doing the battle gauntlet, getting him to Zenkai 5 for free, and just seeing how he does from there. So look forward to that over the next few days, and other than that, see you on the next one. Goodbye.